Hi guys! So, sa video na to, magdi-discuss ako and magsosolve ng mga problems about sequence, series, and summation notation. Okay? So, let's start with the first problem. So, problem number 1, find the sum of the first 100 positive integers. So, pag sinabi nating first 100 positive integers, yan yung series na 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and so on, up to 100. So, as you can see, we have a common difference of 1, right? So, kung may common difference na 1, ang series na to ay arithmetic series. Okay, arithmetic series. So, alam natin na may dalawang formula na ginagamit para makuha ang sum ng arithmetic series. Yung isa, kapag hindi given ang last term, ang ginagamit na formula is S sub n equals n over 2 times 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Ginagamit ito kapag hindi given ang last term. Pero di ba dun sa problem, given ang last term, di ba? The last term is 100. So, mayroon din tayong first term na 1. So, ang gagamitin nyo kapag ang last term ay given, ay yung S sub n equals n over 2 times the first term, a sub 1, plus the last term. Okay? So, we are going to use this. So, the sequence, a sub 1 is equal to 1, n is the first 100, so 100. Then, the common difference is equal to 1. So, alam natin kapag arithmetic, meron siyang common difference. So, let's solve. So, we have S sub n equals n over 2 times, okay, a sub 1 plus a sub n. So, substitution, we have S sub n equals, or S sub 100 equals 100 divided by 2 times the first term is 1, then the last term is 100. So, we have S of 100 equals 100 divided 2, 50 times 101. So, therefore, the sum of the first 100 integers are 5,050. Okay? So, let us check it kung tama. Sa calculate natin, 50 times 101 is equal to 5,050. So, we are correct. So, the sum of the first 100 positive integers is 5,050. Okay? So, let's solve the second problem. Find the sum of the first 8 terms of the sequence. So, ang sequence natin ay 1. Rather, this is series. Series siya. Kasi may plus sign in between. So, series na siya. So, 1 plus, 1/4 plus 1/2 plus 1 plus 2 and so on. So, as you can see, 1/2 minus 1/4 is 1/4, right? Then, 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. So, wala siyang common difference. Check natin kung meron siyang common ratio. So, i-divide lang natin yung second sa first. So, 1/2 divided by 1/4. So, cross multiply. 4 times 1 is 4 over 2. So, 2. Then, 1 divided by 1/2. Cross multiply. 1 times 2 is 2 over 1 equals 2. So, as you can see, may common ratio. So, kapag may common ratio, ang sequence or series natin is a geometric series. So, alam naman natin ang formula ng geometric series ay sum S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times 1 minus the common ratio raised to n divided by 1 minus r. So, ang given natin, yung first term na 1/4, common ratio natin is 2. Then, ang n natin ay first 8 terms. So, 8. So, let's solve. So, S sub 8 is equal to a sub 1 1/4 times 1 minus 2 Then, ang n natin is 8 divided by 1 minus 2. Okay, so the sum will be, you can put this directly in your calculator. We have 1 over 4 times 1 minus 2 raised to 8 divided by 1 minus 2. So the answer is 255 over 4. So this is the sum of the first 8 terms of the given geometric series. Okay, 255 over 4. Okay, let's solve the third one. Evaluate summation of 2i cubed plus I from 1 to 4. Okay, so meron tayong formula dyan na ginagamit para ma-solve. Pwede din tayong gumamit directly na i-evaluate. So, pwede rin gumamit ng formula. So, itry muna natin evaluate using the common method. Okay, alam natin. So, isa-substitute lang yan. So, we have 2 times 1 cube plus 1, then plus 2 times 2 cube plus 2 plus 2 times 3 cube plus 3, then plus 2 times 4 cube plus 4. Then simplify natin. So 1 cube is 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Times 2, 2 plus 1, 3. Then 2 cube is 8. Times 2, 16. Plus 2, 18. Then 3 cube, 27. Times 2, 54. Plus 3, 57. Plus 4 cube is 64. Times 2, 128. Then plus 4, 132. Then we take the sum, that is 3 plus 18 plus 57 plus 132. So the answer is 210. Pero may iba pang method. Diba naalala nyo? Kapag summation of I cube from 1 to n, ang formula na ginagamit natin dyan ay quantity n times n plus 1 all over 2 squared. Yan yung formula. Then, kapag naman summation of I from 1 to n, the formula is n times n plus 1 over 2. So, yan. Gagamitin natin yung formula na yan. So, that will be the method 2. So, we have 2i cube. So, that will be 2 times our n here is the upper limit of summation in the given, which is 4. So, we have 4 times 4 plus 1 over 2 squared. Plus, I na naman. So, ang ating gagamitin naman dyan sa pangalawa is ito. Pero ang n ulit natin, yung 4. So, we have 4 times 4 plus 1 over 2. Okay? Simplify 2. Then, 4 times 5 over 2 squared plus 4 times 5 over 2. That will be equal to 2 times 4 times 5 is 20 divided by 2, 10. So, 10 squared plus 4 times 5, 20 divided 2, 10 also. And that is 2 times 10 squared, 100 plus 10. So, 2 times 100, 200 plus 10 equals 210. So, as you can see, pareho lang yung sagot. Okay? But I suggest na you must be familiarized with these formulas. Kasi paano kung malaki na yung upper limit. So, from 1 to 10 or from 1 to 100. So, very impractical kung ganito yung gagamitin. So, mas maganda yung mga formula ang ating gagamitin. Okay? So, let's go to the next problem. Find the sum of the first 12 terms of the given series. So, consider this series 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16. Tingnan natin, arithmetic ba yan? Kasi kung arithmetic yan, meron siyang common difference. So, kung isusubtract nyo, 4 minus 1, 3, 9 minus 4, 5, 16 minus 9, 7. So, wala. May common ratio ba siya? 4 divide 1, 4. 9 divide 4, 9 over 4. So, wala rin siyang common ratio. So, ano kaya yung pattern para makakuha yung mga susunod na terms ng sequence na to or series na to? So, kung mapapansin niyo yung series na yan, lahat yan ay perfect square, di ba? Square root ng 1 is 1. Square root ng 4, 2. Square root ng 9, 3. Right? So, ibig sabihin, ang nth term nito, itong series na to or sequence, kung sequence ay i-consider natin, ay I squared. Right? Or N squared. Any of the thing. So, I squared or N squared kung papalitan mo yung variable. Kasi ang gagamitin natin is summation. So, we are practicing na yung index of summation ay I. So, kaya I tayo. So, di ba I squared yan? So, ang gagawin mo lang, bakit siya I squared, by the way? Di ba I, first term is 1. 1 squared 1. Second term, 2. 2 squared 4. 3 squared 9, and so on. So, i-express lang natin to into summation notation. So, we have summation of I squared from the first term up to the required number of terms, 12. Okay, so since I squared yan, meron kasi tayong formula guys na summation of I squared from 1 to n is equal to n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 over 6. Yan yung formula na gagamitin. So, dito pwede natin siyang i-apply. And that will be equal to, since ang ating upper limit is 12, ang value ng n natin ay 12. So, 12 times 12 plus 1 times 2 times 12 plus 1 over 6. And that is equal to 12 times 13, 2 times 12, 24, plus 1, 25. Divided by 6. So, direct na natin solve sa calculator. 12 times 13 times 25 is equal to 3,900. Divided by 6. Then, the final answer will be 650. So, yan. Ang sum ng first 12 terms ng series na ito ay 650. Okay? So, let's solve the next problem. Find the nth term of the sequence. 11, 14, 17, 20, 23. So, tingnan natin. 11, 14, 17, 20, 23. Check natin kung may common difference. 14 minus 11, 3. 17 minus 14, 3. 20 minus 17, 3. And 3. So, since may common difference, so ma-assume na natin agad na ito ay arithmetic sequence. Okay. So, kapag arithmetic sequence, ang nth term niya is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Ito yung gagamitin natin para mahanap ang nth term. Kasi ang nth term is yung ito. Value niyan. Okay? So, simple substitution because our a sub 1 here is 11. Then, the common difference is 3. Okay, solve. So, the nth term is equal to the a sub 1, 11 plus n minus 1 times the common difference, 3. So, simplify lang. So, 11 plus, distribute 3 times n, 3n, 3 times negative 1, negative 3. So, n term is equal to 3n, 11 minus 3, plus 8. So, ito yung sagot. So, kung makikita nyo, i-check natin. If n is 1, 3 times 1, 3 plus 8, 11. Correct. So, second term, 3 times 2, 6 plus 8, 14. Correct. 3 times 3, 9 plus 8, 17. So, therefore, this answer is correct. Okay? Ganoon lang siya pag kukunin ng n term. So, kung geometric naman, geometric sequence, ang gagamitin mong formula yung a sub n equals a sub 1 r to the n minus 1. Yan yung formula kapag geometric sequence. So, kung may common ratio siya. Okay. Next. Paano naman kapag ganito yung problem? So, word problem siya. A grocer makes a display of can in which the top row has 1 can and each lower row has 2 more cans than the row above it. If the display contains 100 cans, how many rows does it contain? So, simple lang, di ba? Ang sabi doon, yung first row may 1. Then, second row ay 2 more cans than the row above it. So, 1 plus 2, 3. Yung susunod, 3 plus 2, 5, and so on. Ang tinatanong, ilang row? Kung merong 100 cans na total. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito, since series ang pinag-uusapan dyan, guys. Kasi, given na yung total ay 100 cans. Kumbaga, ang gagamitin mong formula ay S sub n equals n over 2 times 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Bakit? Alam natin ang first term, 1, right? Alam natin ang sum, kung ilan lahat yung cans, 100. Pero hindi natin alam kung ilang row. Yun yung n. Then, ang common difference, syempre, yung 2 more cans. So, the common difference is 2. So, substitution lang yan. So, because our S sub n here is 100, A1 is 1, difference is 2. So, simple substitution, that will be equal to 100 equals n over 2 times 2 times 1, A sub 1, yun, plus, missing yung n, minus 1, common difference of 2. So, multiply na natin both sides by 2 para makancel yung denominator. 100 times 2, 200. So, wala na yung denominator. Meron na tayong n times 2 times 1, 2, plus distribute lang 2 times n, 2n. 2 times negative 1, negative 2. So, we have 200 equals n times 2 minus 2, 0. So, natira na lang 2n. Therefore, we have 200 equals n times 2n, 2n squared. Then, solve for n. Divide both sides by 2. Cancel. So, we have n squared equals 200 divided by 2 is 100. Then, we take the principal root. So, positive lang kasi alam naman natin ilang rows lahat. So, wala namang negative, di ba? So, square root of 100 equals 10. So, there are 10 rows. Yan yung answer natin. Kasi square root ng 100 is equal to 10. So, ganyan. Ganyan yung case kapag mga hinahanap is row. So, ang hanapin mo ay n. So, may chance na hindi siya ganyan yung form niya na divide lang then get the square root. Pwedeng factoring, pwedeng mag-quadratic formula ka. Depende sa given. Okay? So, let's have the next problem 7. An auditorium has 22 seats in the first row and 36 rows in all. Each successive rows contains one additional seat. How many seats are in the auditorium? So, ang hinahanap ay yung total number of seats. May given na 36 rows at ang first row ay mayroong 22 seats. Then, nadadagdagan kada row ng 1 seat. So, kitang-kita, since nag-a-add ka, may common difference kang 1. So, therefore, arithmetic siya. Arithmetic series. So, arithmetic series yan. So, ang gagamitin na naman nating formula ay yung S sub n equals n over 2 times 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, identify natin ang given. An auditorium has 22 seats in the first row. So, yan yung A sub 1. 22. Then, there are 36 rows in all. So, yun yung N. 36. Then, each successive row contains one additional seat. So, the common difference is 1. So, ang hinahanap is how many seats are in the auditorium. Yung S sub N. Okay? So, simple substitution lang yan. That will be, how many seats are in the auditorium? Wait. Okay. So, ang N natin is 36. So, S of 36. So, we have 36 over 2 times A sub 1, 22 plus N 36 minus 1. The common difference is 1. So, the sum will be 36 divided 2 is 18 times 2 times 22, 44, plus 36 minus 1, 35 times 1, 35. And that will be 18 times 44 plus 35 is equal to 79. Then, 79 times 18 is equal to 1,422. So, yun yung ating answer. 1,422. Okay. So, let's continue. Problem number 8. Okay, a ball is dropped from a height of 10 meters. Each successive bounce is 80% of the previous bounce. Determine the height of the ball after the fourth bounce. Okay, so kung iisipin natin yan guys, so the original height is 10 meters. So, 80% yung successive bounce ng previous bounce. So, ibig sabihin, the first bounce will be 80% ng 10. So, that is what? 8, right? 10 times 0.8 is 8. Okay. So, 8 meters to. Then, yung next bounce ay 80% ng 8 times 0.8 equals 6.4 meters. Then, another bounce, 80% nyan ng 6.4, that is 5.12 meters. Then, another one is 80% ulit. 4.096 meters. So, titingnan mo, ganun lang yung pattern niya. So, first bounce, ito pa lang yung first bounce. Diba? So, yung 80% ng 10. So, 8 meters. The second bounce, ang magiging height na niya, 6.4. Then, yung third bounce, 5.12 meters. Then, yung fourth bounce, 4.096 meters. So, pero kung isipin nyo siya, is it arithmetic or geometric? Okay, geometric siya kasi mayroon siyang common ratio na 80% or 0.80. So, kung isosolve natin yan, that will be A sub n equals A sub 1 r to the n minus 1. So, we have A sub n equals A sub 1 is yung 10 meters, the original. Then, ang common ratio is yung 80%, so 0.80. Then, ang ating n ay hindi 4 ha, 5. Kasi nag-start na siya dun sa 10. So, ilang beses para bago makuha yung fourth bounce. So, fourth bounce is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ilan lahat? That is 5, di ba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 minus 1. So, we have A sub n. Okay. That will be 5 ang gagamitin natin. 10 times 0.80 raised to 4. And that is equal to, check lang natin para sure tayo, 10 times 0.80 raised to 4. 4.096 meters. So, ayan. Pareho lang. So, huwag kayong malilito doon, guys. Kasi, doon sa una, hindi pa naman nag-bounce eh. Diba? Starting pa lang yun. So, kung ang hinahanap ay fourth bounce, So, ang number of terms na kailangan natin ay 5 terms. So, yung initial, then first bounce, second bounce, third bounce, fourth bounce. Ganon yung technique dyan. Okay. Last problem. Given 5, 6, 8, 11, 15. So, first, find the nth term. So, solve natin yung letter A. So, ang given is 5, 6, 8, 11, 15. So, i-check natin. So, common difference, 6 minus 5, 1, 8 minus 6, 2, 11 minus 8, 3, then 15 minus 11, 4. So, hindi equal yung first difference. So, kitang-kita naman, obvious dito na wala rin siyang common ratio kasi 6 over 5, 8 over 6. So, they are not equal. So, check natin yung second difference. 2 minus 1, 1. 3 minus 2, 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. So, kita natin na equal yung second difference. So, kapag equal ang second difference, so the sequence is quadratic. Okay, quadratic sequence. So, ano importante sa quadratic sequence? So, di ba sa quadratic equation, meron tayong ax squared plus bx plus c. So, we need to find the coefficients of x squared, x, and the constant, right? Yung a, b, and c. So, paano? Gagamitin lang natin itong mga equation na to. Yung 2a is equal to the second difference. I-equate daw siya natin sa second difference, then we will solve for a. Okay? Then, we have 3a plus b. So, equate natin siya sa second term minus first term. So, meaning, yung 3a plus b, equate mo dun sa first difference. So, ano ba yung first difference? Yung 1. Kasi siya yung second term minus first term. Okay? Then, we have a plus b plus c equals first term. So, yun lang naman. Pag nakuha natin yung values ng a, b, c, so, makukuha na natin yung nth term ng quadratic sequence. So, solve natin. Mag-start tayo sa 2a. So, 2a is equal to the second difference. Ang second difference ay 1. Okay, so solve for a, divide both sides by 2, cancel. Therefore, ang a natin, 1 half. And then, 3a plus b. So, 3a plus b equals second term minus first term, that is 1. Okay, we can now solve for b by substituting the value of a na 1 half. So, 3 times 1 half plus b equals 1. That is 3 over 2 plus b equals 1. Then we have b equals 1 minus 3 over 2. And that is equal to negative 1 half. Okay? Then, solve for c by using this a plus b plus c equals yung first term, which is 5. Substitute the value of a and b. So, we have 1 half. B is negative 1 half. So, 1 half minus 1 half plus c equals 5. So, this will be cancelled. 0 ang value niya. Therefore, the value of c is 5. So, alam natin, ang quadratic equation is in the form an squared plus bn plus c. So, therefore, the nth term of the given quadratic sequence is a, which is 1 half n squared minus b sub n, or yung b, 1 half n. So, yung minus dito, yun na yung sign ng 1 half. Then, plus the constant 5. So, ito yung ating n term. So, check natin. So, if our n is 1, or first term, so you have 1 squared, 1 times 1 half is 1 half. Then, 1 half times 1 is also 1 half. So, 1 half minus 1 half, 0 plus 5, 5. So, correct. Another, let's say, 2, second term. 2 squared, 4, divided by 2 is 2. Then, 2 times 1 half is 1. So, 2 minus 1, 1, plus 5, 6. So, tama tayo. So, ito yung n term. 1 half n squared minus 1 half n plus 5. So, paano naman natin iso-solve kapag ang hinahanap ay sum ng first 10 terms? So, ang gagawin lang natin ay i-substitute, i-express in summation notation, and gagamitin natin yung special formula. So, mangyayari lang dyan is summation of, instead na n, gamitin na lang natin yung I. So, 1 half I squared minus 1 half I plus 5. From 1, 10 terms to 10. Find the sum of the first 10 terms. So, yan, gamitin natin yung formula na pinakita ko kanina. So, kapag I squared, so ang formula doon natin is yung n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 over 6. So, pero ang upper limit natin ay 10. So, yun yung value ng n. So, we have 10 times 10 plus 1 times 2 times 10 plus 1 over 6. So, yan yung una. Ito yung I squared. Yun namang I lang, yun yung n times n plus 1 over 2. So, you have minus 1 half times 10 times 10 plus 1 over 2. Okay. Plus, the summation of constant is just the product of the constant and the upper limit. Okay. So, 5 times 10, 50. So, simplify natin. We have 1 half times 10. 10 plus 1, 11. 2 times 10, 20 plus 1, 21. Divided by 6 minus 1 half times 10 times 10 plus 1, 11 over 2 plus 50. Okay, so we have 1 half times, so direct na natin yan, 10 times 11 plus 21. Okay, 10 plus 11 times 21. That is equal to 2,310. 2,310 over 6 minus 1 half times 110 over 2 plus 50. And that is equal to, so i-multiply natin yung 2 sa 6 or pwede rin i-divide dito. So, multiply lang natin para hindi ma-confuse. So, that will be 2,310 over 12 minus 110 over 4 plus 50. Then, you use your calculator. We have 2,310 divided by 12. So, dapat whole number yung makuha natin. Minus 110 over 4 plus 50. So, the answer is 215. Okay? So, therefore, the sum of the first 10 terms of the given quadratic sequence or series, kung naka-express na siya in summation, ay series na siya, ay 215.